But a couple of our observations about training camp. Every day, Steve and I come out here and throw the spotlight on a guy as we watch practice, and we make a concerted effort to watch that guy, not just him all practice long, but spend extra time watching that guy. Our camp spotlight today, day 2 of training camp, falls on first-round draft pick Ed Oliver, defensive tackle, 3 technique. And as they got to do extensive teamwork today. It started out slowly, Steve, but Ed Oliver getting consistent second-team reps at the 3 technique, and I think that's interesting, and Lorenzo talked a little bit about that. He's quick. Ed Oliver is quick. He's playing alongside Mike Love and Harrison Phillips on the inside and Shaq Lawson, the defensive end, on the outside with the 2s. That's a pretty good group. He's quick, and he is able to try to get pressure on quarterbacks. But I ran this by Lorenzo, and look, I don't think it's a problem, but he's not used to, it seems to me, going up against massive offensive linemen, which is what he faces when he's out there, even with the 2s. You know, he's up against Nseki and Teller and Bodine and Feliciano, and these are big men. And, you know, he's not able – it's not college football anymore. He's not just able to run around people. He'll get hung up sometimes on these offensive linemen. His quickness is still an amazing asset. He tracks down plays from behind. I saw that a couple of times today. He's quick off the snap. I mean, he just jumps as soon as the ball is snapped. And it's only 2 practices in. I'd look to see more from Ed Oliver. I had a good time watching him today. Learned a lot watching him today.
I think everything's going to change when they put pads on for him. I think he's going to take a little bit of the hesitancy off of himself. He also, it's going to probably give him a chance to get out in the 3 technique. A lot of this today, they were doing some nickel stuff, and they had him playing right defensive tackle. So on the other side, off the left guard of the offense rather than the right guard of the offense. And and they were rushing the passer. And, you know, quite honestly, you can't rush the passer when you're not in pads, you know. So for him, and Lorenzo also said, listen, even though, and for guys like you and me and fans, you think, well, guy, all you got to do is put your hand on the ground when the ball snaps, just go get the quarterback. Well, there's all kinds of stuff you have to do with shading. Where do they want you to line up? Because where you line up tells the offense a little bit something about the defense, and they want you to tell them a certain thing when you're got your hand on the ground. So you got to line up in the right spot. You got to angle the right thing. You got to, and in doing so, that's just the beginning. You put a lot on these guys' plates, just like learning pass routes. It's just like learning pass pro concepts. It's like learning, you know, different things offensively. Defensively, you've got paths you want to take, stunts you want to run, and he's a little bit overwhelmed now, I think, you know.
A little bit.
And I think that's
okay.
I think that's kind of the way they want it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think when they put pads on and they get a little deeper into this, I think Ed Oliver is going to show the kind of player he is, and I don't think there's any question he's going to make some plays. And I think he's going to be really good once they put the pads on.
The quickness and athleticism almost demand that he be on the field. Now he's with the 2s now.
It almost demands, too, that you got to go full go for him to take advantage of it. Because if your quickness is your asset and you're going half speed, well, you know, now you're half quick.
Right.
Right. So for him to be relevant and be really good at it, you're going to see him in games, I think, and you're going to see him a lot once the pads go on in live drills.
We had the spotlight on Ed Oliver. We'll watch him as camp goes along. Be sure about that.